These days I'm reading a book, The Hidden Potential by Adam Grant. And I'm really enjoying the read. Firstly, it's a great book, the way it's written, but also it talks about my favorite topic, which is how do we nurture potential in ourselves and in others. Hi, I'm Fariha Salahuddin and welcome back to Skill Booster. And today we will help you uncover your own potential and how you can spot hidden potential in others. So why do I enjoy this topic? Because some of you may know I've spent over 25 years in HR. And one area as HR professional that you can make a real impact in the organization by helping individuals identify their own potential and also not to ignore your own potential, because sometimes I feel that HR professionals, they're very, very dedicated to the organization, but they forget their own growth. So let's understand first, what is potential? Potential is something when you see the spark, you have that indication, a very early indication that the person may be able to do the role or a project. However, you're not 100% sure because you don't have a track record. And this is where I've seen some of the greatest leaders, they take risk on talent because they believe that if they are given the right opportunity and the right training, the person will be able to deliver. One of my favorite tools that I often recommend in my one-to-one coaching is the Johari windows. There are 4 quadrants they talk about. Number 1, something which is known to both parties. For example, the gender, the skin color, the hair color, perhaps your designation, the company that you work for. And that's a very nice way. It's an easy quadrant where we connect with each other, and but it's a bit superficial. The second quadrant, something that one party knows, for example, I know and you don't know, and it could be something very personal. Your religious preferences, your personal status, your net worth, and that's okay because it's private. The third quadrant is something that the other party can see but you cannot see, and it's called the blind spot. Now, individuals who truly nurture their potential, they have a very reduced blind spot. That means they're fully aware of their strengths and their areas of development. And they're most comfortable because once you recognize your strengths and the areas that you need to work on, you become more comfortable. So that's an important part. If you've got a bigger blind spot, the chances are you're not truly nurturing your potential. Then there is a 4th quadrant, which is very interesting, which is something that you're not aware and the other person is not aware. And we may have heard of stories, an accidental musician, an accidental dancer, or someone that nobody really believed in the organization could do the job, and you assigned that role and the person truly delivered. And that is because they have a hidden potential. In his book, Adam talks about if you truly want to nurture the potential, yes, it is about training, yes, it is about commitment and passion, but you need something more. That is a supportive environment, people who believe in you. Because once we get that external validation or recognition, it brings us that hope and motivation to harness that potential. Number 2, the environment. And environment, again, it's about providing the opportunity. And sometimes I notice that leaders wouldn't take the bet because they want to play safe. And if you operate with that mindset, the chances are you're not doing justice to the individual, but also you're not fully leveraging your role as a leader. Because good leaders, they make conscious effort in identifying the potential and providing the right supportive environment. And don't get me wrong, when I talk about the nice supportive environment, it's all about encouragement. No, sometimes people do go through failures, and that's where it helps build the character. So another important element if you want to nurture your potential is to nurture your character, and that only comes with time and experience. And the last thing that is extremely important to nurture your potential is how do you manage your mindset, your mental model. Because there are people who give up too easily, there are people who one setback and they just give up. But really, that is not how you manage your potential. And similarly, when they are helping somebody else and one bad example, they just give up on them. That's not how you nurture potential in others and in yourself. So in conclusion, if you're an employee and you feel that your talent is not fully nurtured, what I request you to start volunteering. And I come across a lot of people, they say, we've highlighted our career aspiration in our development plan, or we are waiting for our line manager to approve our training. My question to you, would you outsource your personal development to somebody else? You're lucky to have a supportive manager, but it's not always the case. So what do? You take responsibility of your own development. That is, if you have to spend money to get that certification, go ahead and do it. If you want to improve your knowledge and you don't get the required budget from your company, go ahead and invest your own money because it's your own development. Take some chances. Take some bold moves. I also know some employees, they were given opportunities, but because of the fear of failure, they didn't want to move forward. Take unwanted assignments. Go to places where nobody wants to go, because those are the places where you're going to shine. Now for leaders. Some leaders, they want to really hoard their good talent. They don't want to share with others. Now, frankly speaking, it neither reflects very well on your leadership style, nor it helps the other individual. So be generous. Help create more followers and more leaders. And guess what? Those are the individuals, they do well. So here's the thought that I leave with you today. Number one, everyone has potential. And there is a reason some people are successful and some people are not. Because the ones who are successful, they intentionally nurture their potential. They throw themselves in difficult situations. They have the courage to accept their failure. They are very self-aware. And during that process, they make sure that they continue to take on assignments, projects, or whatever they want to do in life, which is in line with their passion. Lastly, if you're a leader, make sure that you spend some time developing your people, because guess what? This is the best reward you can get. If you're looking to nurture your potential and to accelerate your career, join my one-to-one coaching or my platform growth gatherings. I'm Fariha Salahuddin and thank you for joining Skill Booster. If you like the content, please share with your friends, family members, and don't forget to subscribe, like my channel.